Hello YouTube, Komodo Gaming here, bringing you another fantastically laggy episode of Scrap Mechanic. Well guys, I think we have finally finished the Farmbot factory, and I think we finally finished the world. This world has become way too laggy to play in, and it's become way too laggy to make videos in. I don't even like what's happening here, and it's probably not going to look the greatest, so I do apologize about the lag. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about it right now. But hopefully something happens. Maybe they'll optimize this game more and we can go back in here and play, but I think we're going to switch themes. I want to hear from you guys what you want to see as far as new themes, new worlds, new builds. I've got tons of other things planned as far as collabs, viewer creations, and just some other builds that I'm kind of thinking of, so there will be plenty of that, but I want to hear from you guys and what you want to see next. And yep, there it is. I was waiting to hit that. That's the gate from the last episode. You know, like as soon as I walk through it, it just bogs down the whole game. It's actually quite amazing now. I actually, I don't know how to explain it. And I showed you from the last episode, I would actually go, I created a hole in the wall on the other side of the bay, or the other side of the factory, and I went inside that, and it does the same thing over there. So I don't know how to explain it. But first, we're going to look at, before we go out into the factory floor, that's the thing I'm most proud of, we're going to go up to the administrative floor. I didn't get to, place as much stuff in here as I wanted to. My main focus was down on the floor itself. Up here, I've got it here somewhere, so I'm trying to figure out where it is. I did stick some Farmbots in here. A lot of you guys wanted to see, random Farmbots in certain parts of the world. Here's one, and he's out of position. Okay, I had half a Farmbot here, and he was actually hunched over the desk, and for some reason he's moved. I don't know, maybe I'll have to go back and move him, or try to get him back on that desk. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Let's see, I've got one more up here. He's hiding, well, he's not really hiding. He's peering out of the window, and I thought this would be cool. And I almost wasn't going to show or tell anybody about this one, but I don't know how many of you guys, download my worlds, and I don't know, how many of you guys are going to be able to run this world, so he looks out on the factory floor. He's kind of creepy when you're down there. You can see him up in the window. Thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, let's go to the main part. This is what I've spent all my time with. And to be honest with you, it's really kind of a shame. I wanted to do a lot of things down here, and I have, but I wanted to do more working and moving things, and it's just not going to happen right now. Like I said, initially I was going to have bearings on everything, and I wanted the conveyor belts to work, and these arms were all going to work, but when I tried to do that, it just started lagging like crazy, and it was virtually unplayable. But yeah, let's go. I'm going to take you for a little bit of a tour here. What you're looking at, I covered it a little bit in the last episode. This is you put the scrap metal, it comes down here into this furnace, it'll get melted down. It'll travel up through that pipe and down into the pot. And somebody was like, hey, you should have these molds that the Farmbots are made out of. So I started something like that over here to the left, and we'll cover that here in a second. Actually, I better go ahead and go over there now. I need to explain the process. So there's the mold. It would be moved over here to this right on this little table. Admittedly, the mold doesn't look quite as good as I pictured it looking, but yeah, you move it over here to this table, it goes up this elevator, and it goes down this conveyor, and I probably better get on some sort of, let me go grab the lift here. There we go. And it's so laggy when you even jump in here, it's crazy. Yeah, anyways, the mold will travel down this conveyor, and it's going to go up and over this lip, and I wanted some sort of system to catch it and hold it in place for when we move the big pot and it pours the molten metal down into the mold. I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to do that. And when I explain, I want to go ahead and get this out there. When I explain this process, everything is for looks here. None of this is actually real as far as, oh, you're going to actually do this. I've had to explain that to some people well, this doesn't actually work. And I was like, yeah, I know it doesn't. This is all really cosmetic. It's for looks. But yeah, you can see the pot moves down, it pours the metal in the mold, and I probably should have added some more to that platform. Maybe we'll add a couple more pipes there, just get it just a little bit bigger. But yeah, you come over to this machine, click this button here, and as soon as I can find it, and it lifts it up and it's going to drop the mold down into this big machine. And this is something like I was thinking was going to cool the mold down, harden the metal, come out on this side, and we would pick it up at this table over here. Now, if this world gets better where I can use it, I would like to have some sort of like forklift vehicle in here, because I think that would be cool to carry the molds around. That'd be useful because I imagine those molds they're obviously pretty big, so I think that would be a cool vehicle to have in here. But yeah, I don't know. I keep saying it might be, or I mean, this could still happen in the future. Hopefully it does. But anyways, everything gets put over onto this table. You can see I have an unfinished Farmbot. Not painted. There's some spare parts over in this bin here, but everything gets assembled on the assembly line up there. Now, I know the Farmbots that I do don't look exactly like the concept art. The concept art, they're morely like insects, but I started them that way, so I kind of just kept them the way they look here. But yeah, it's moving on to the next part of the machine. Like, I didn't know what I wanted this to be. I just kind of built this. I know the first part's an assembly line here, but up here, I finally thought, well, maybe this can be like where they get painted. So I'm going to place these little, let's see if I can get them up here. Right, yeah, there. So laggy, like even when you try to place blocks down or place parts, it's like I get a delay. It's weird. But yeah, those kind of look like nozzles, so I figured this is where they get painted. Let's go ahead and hit the other one real quick. Come on, go up here. Everything's so sluggish when it moves. There we go. All right, let's place. I think those are pretty well in the same position, like on the other side of the machine. So there we go. But yeah, figured they get painted in there, and they're gonna drop down to this other side. So let's go ahead and go around here. And this other side I'd already built on the last episode. Those arms, they move around. I would think this is like the final test before they're packaged and ready to ship off. Got a couple of buttons here. Makes noises, like makes some noise, makes some things move. Nothing's quite functioning the way I want it to. Hopefully, I keep saying it. I really want to continue to work with this world, but I'll wait. I want to see what they do with the game, and I'm pretty sure like it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get more optimized. We'll finally be able to come back in here and it'll run smooth. I'll be able to make more things function. That's my hope. But yeah, I'm gonna travel out here. I want to show you guys. I always talked about, well, if I can't work in this area, I'm gonna go work on the other side of the world and it's gonna be fine. And that's not the case anymore. Everything started to lag on like the whole world. Initially, when I built the town, I was able to go just away from it a little bit, and it would jump back up to 60 frames a second, and I'd be fine. But that's not the case. I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to drive over to the other end of the map. This will be away from the town and the factory here, and we'll kind of look at what's happening. That way I can, explain to you guys like what we need to do next and what we're going to do next. So okay, oh, even the jumps are laggy. That's great. But yeah, anyways, like I said, guys, I do apologize for this. I don't know if I really need to apologize. It's just one of those things that we've kind of reached the limits of the game as it is now. Hopefully this gets better. But yeah, for our next builds, I've got some things planned. I've got some collabs I'm working on. I've got some more viewer creations. Somebody, one of my friends through Steam sent me something that's really cool, or actually sent me a couple things that I'll probably show off. I've got some more vehicle builds that I'm thinking of, but I mainly want to go back to another theme world like this. So that's where I want to hear like what you guys want to see. I've got that. I've got some more gaming videos coming. I got some different games I'm actually going to play coming up this week. And this week's going to be a little bit different. I've talked about it a little bit. My work's going to be crazy. Memorial Day weekend's coming up. I have some family coming down. So admittedly, like I'm not going to probably upload every day this week. I've already missed a day. It's just been one of those things. But yeah, we'll jump back on it. We'll get going again. It's going to be one of those weeks. And I'm going to gather my thoughts and figure out what I want to do next in Scrap Mechanics. That way I'll be prepared and can put out the best content possible for you guys. But anyways, That's going to wrap it up, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.